What trouble did she get herself into now? Madam, she was knocked into the sea by a truck, and her body hasn't been found. The man's pupils shrank immediately. Right at that moment, Joshua's phone rang. It was a call from the hospital. Mr. Lynch, your wife didn't want me to tell you about it, but I still think you need to be ready. Your wife is pregnant, and it's 3 months and 6 years later. An international flight from Europe landed in Banyan City. Luna dragged her luggage behind her and passed security clearance. 6 years ago, she was Luna Gibson. After she survived the ordeal of an accident, she chose to go simply by Luna. The chestnut-colored hair fanned across her shoulders carelessly. She donned a bright red shirt and black trench coat over it, making her look cold and mysterious. Two children, a boy and a girl, followed behind her as they wore the same coat and dragged the same suitcase. Judging purely from appearances, they looked to be no more than 5 or 6 years old, but the aura they emitted was so noble and glamorous yet cold that no one dared approach them. Luna, Ann Zimmer, who had been waiting at the entrance, hurriedly waved to her in greeting. Over here. Ann Zimmer was a famous plastic surgeon in Banyan City. 5 years ago, when she studied in Europe, she had the chance to participate in Luna's surgery. Gradually, they grew closer and became best friends. As Luna was back in Banyan City, she was happy to host her. She rushed up to her and grabbed the luggage in Luna's hands excitedly. The house is all ready. Well, head over there right now. Thank you. Luna smiled slightly and turned to introduce the children behind her. Neil, Nellie, this is your Aunt Anne. Hi, Andy. The little Princess Nellie blew a kiss to Anne sweetly. Please take care of us from now on. Instead, Neil merely looked at her out of the corners of his eyes. Aunt Anne, you don't have a boyfriend, right? Anne paused. How do you know? The young boy pursed his lips, stepped forward, and tugged the luggage out of her hands. He thus dragged two suitcases sewn large and another much smaller behind him and walked ahead. Women who engage in too much hard labor will have a hard time getting married. Anne was stunned silent. That little rascal. Luna had no choice but to ease the situation. He's just bad with words, but he's a kind boy deep down. He's just worried y'all be exhausted. Anne pursed her lips. That sounds better. With that, she hooked her arm in Luna's and asked, why did you decide to come back all of a sudden? And you only brought Neil and Nellie. Where's Nigel?